Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today we are not talking about trademarks, as you can tell from the little ticker. If you can see it, by the way, because I know that on at least LinkedIn, they are doing captions so that you may not actually see it. But the topic today is, will copyright be extended again? And that is a really, really good question. So, because I am European, I am talking from the European perspective. As you know, I like questions. So, if you pop my teeth back in again. So, if you have any questions, my tongue is playing up today. Maybe I should replace my tongue instead of my teeth. I don't know. But yeah, if you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section. My cat is talking to me. Maybe I am going to get her up here so that she can get a little bit of attention. And let me just copy and paste. Oh, I've got the link here for my services page. On that, you can buy my book, which is this one, because it'll help you massively with both copyrights, trademarks, patents, and design rights, because it's about all the intellectual property. And here we are. Here's my little kitty cat. So today's topic is really, really interesting. In the European countries, you cannot extend the copyright. The copyright exists while you are alive as the creator of, say, for instance, this is my copyright, yeah, because I wrote this book and I own the copyright to it. So in my lifetime, I own the copyright to this. However, when I pass away, it is still protected for another 70 years. There are other legislations in other countries. There is one country that has 100 years, or is it 99, of protection after you pass away as the author. And when I talk about copyright and author, I don't mean just anything that you've written, because as we know, films are protected. I mean, the video or actual film that is shot on celluloid, maybe. I need a new tongue, perhaps. Anyway, so anything that you have created that is original, and maybe I should actually pop up the link so you can see it. There we are. Anything that you've created that is original and has your thumbprint on it. So it can be like something that you've written, it can be photographs, it can be sound recording, which is important for those people who make podcasts, videos, film shot on celluloid or whatever it's called. All of this is protected by copyright legislation. Of course, you can enforce it further by creating a trademark. As we're not talking about trademarks today, I'm not going to go too much into that unless somebody has a question about it. But so once you've passed away as the creator, thank you for joining me, whoever you are. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So your lifetime is when the copyright is protected for. And then when you are, hi, Andrea. I am live, darling. I'm live. I hope that you can see me live, Andrea. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. It says that I'm live. Can anybody see me? Can anybody hear me? I wonder. So while you are alive, that's when you know that your copyright is protected. However, when you pass away, in the European countries, you are protected for another 70 years. As I said, there is one country at least that has 99. You are watching me. Thank you, Andrea. I love that. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Do let me know if you have any copyright questions, by the way, please. What was I saying? Yeah, so there are different lengths of protection depending on where in the world you are. I know most about the European countries. Hi, Tina. Hey, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. That is so lovely. Good to know that you can both see and hear me. That is a huge relief, by the way. So thank you so much for that. So do remember to pop in any questions you might have, both of you. Today we're talking about copyrights. You can, of course, pop in questions about trademarks if you have any, because I will honor you while you're here watching me. So I've been talking about the length of protection, and I know that in America, if you want to reinforce the protection, you can register your copyright with the Writers Guild. Here in the UK, I do believe that we have a copyright office. You have to make sure that it's an official one. So by asking me to protect it, that isn't good enough, or to safekeep it for you. That's not good enough, because I am not the official trademark office or copyright office. So that isn't good enough. I don't know about Canada. Maybe Canada also has a Writers Guild. I'm not entirely sure. If anybody's from Canada, please let me know, either if you're watching live or if you're watching on a replay, or if Andrea or Tina knows anything about that, then please pop it in, because I'd be thrilled to learn about that. I haven't looked it up, I have to admit, because I speak mainly from the European perspective here. Even though England has left the UK, what am I saying? The EU, of course, not the UK. The UK has left the EU. We are still protecting the same way, more or less, as before. Nothing much has changed there. So, yeah. Anyway, if you haven't heard what I've been talking about, do watch the video from the beginning. And if you want to learn more about copyrights and trademarks and patents and design rights, you can buy this book. I have the link to my services page right here. Yeah, I will pop it in both on YouTube and on LinkedIn so that you can gain access to it. The reason why I'm doing that is because I have both a physical book and an ebook. So that's why it's easier for me to pop the link to my services page rather than directly to my book. Andrea is asking me how copyright protects your work. So, Andrea, can you help me understand a little bit more precisely what you mean? So, until you've typed it in, I'm going to talk from this, because this is a very good example of a tangible asset that I've created. So it's my book. I own the copyright to it. And I have a copyright clause in it. Let me show you. Here, it's normal that there are copyright clauses inside books. I also have copyright clauses on my emails going out. All my emails going out have copyright clauses in them, and on my website there is a copyright clause for the content on my website. Andrea, is this answering your question at all? Or would you like to elaborate a bit on what it is that you mean, please? If I haven't answered what you were wanting to hear. Yeah, I will give you a few moments to type in if you want to elaborate. And if not, I trust that I have answered your question. Tina, do you have any questions by any chance? Nope. Just letting you type. It's not always as fast as we want it to be. Yeah. So feel free to have to type any questions for me. And if you don't have any, that's not a problem. Because I know that what Tina says not yet, that's good, that's fine. Because I know that what I have shared with you already has massive value. If you're interested in my book, here is the link again. You can also see what other services I have on my website. If you are in the coaching business, how can you copyright your work? Right, really good question, Andrea. Thank you so much for elaborating here. So when you're in the coaching business, everything that you create that is content for you to share with like clients or investors or whomever, all of this needs protection. You do that with a copyright clause. So say, for instance, you had a terms and conditions, for instance, that you send out to clients. In order for them not to copy and paste your terms and conditions, you put a copyright clause either at the beginning of it or I have one, I think, on every single page actually of my terms and conditions, the ones that I sell to people, because I know and understand the value of what I've created. If you have created a system that you take coaching clients through, Andrea, then you may very well want to protect this, and copyright definitely helps with that. Obviously, because I am an IP specialist, trademarks is helping you even more, because all intellectual property goes hand in hand, and put my tongue and my teeth back in again, forms the strongest, the more intellectual property you got, the stronger shield of protection you've got. And all of them go hand in hand, and it's important to know and understand that when you create something that has your thumbprint on it and is unique, then you can protect it. If it's generic and you're just copying and pasting from somebody else, it's not protectable, because that's plagiarism, and plagiarism is not anything I can recommend to anybody, because it's really difficult to clear yourself of a plagiarism accusation. So do be careful what it is that you do. I hope that this is answering your question, Andrea. If not, just elaborate again, and I shall answer to the best of my ability. I shall give you a few moments to type anything else in. And for those who are joining us now, I have just popped in. Do say hello as you join me, because then I know that you're here and you're watching with me. It's so interesting because I even though I know that Andrea and Tina are watching with me on LinkedIn, I can't see, StreamYard doesn't show that to me. There was somebody earlier that popped up on the little eye icon next to where it says that I'm live. up there. Andrea says, all good, thank you. That's fine, quite all right, my sweet. If there are no further questions, I shall wrap this up for today. Any more questions? No? Yes? Type. I look forward to all the questions, and I love doing these sessions because I know that they provide massive value for you, so that's why I keep doing them. I'm just going to let you have a few moments to type anything in before I end it so that you don't feel that I've cut you off. That would be unpleasant, I feel. Nope, nothing further. All right, so as you know, you can buy this book of mine to learn more about the various different types of intellectual property. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, both to Tina and to Andrea and whomever else is watching on the replay. Thank you so much for your precious time. I do appreciate it, and I shall see you next Tuesday, 12 noon UK time. Over and out for now. Bye.